Hey guys, before we start this video, I just want to make something perfectly clear. While I was editing this video, I actually got some comments on the previous video about the Chaos Theory Camaro. Some of you guys apparently are worried that, I'm that asshole that's going to go out there and ruin track day for everybody by blowing up an engine and oiling down the track. Most of you who've been following the channel for a while are aware, but this channel is sponsored by English Mountain Raceway. I know the owners personally, and I just want you to be assured that whenever we do any antics like this, the owners already know what's going on. They're fully aware. They have a cleanup crew ready, and I'm not going to do this while regular events are going on, guys. So, if you're one of those guys that were worried about that, don't be worried about it. I'm not that asshole. This stuff's going to happen either way before any race events start that day, or possibly on a separate day when it's just me and the track owners at the track. So just wanted to let you guys know that, reiterate that for some of you, and some of you who might be new to the channel and don't realize that I am in league kind of with the racetrack that I go to. Yeah, don't worry guys. I'm not that guy. I would never take my car out and intentionally blow it up in the middle of a freaking track day and, ruin the day for everybody else. But just wanted to let you guys know that. So hope you enjoy the video. Good morning everybody, and welcome back to Bad Luck Garage. So in the last video we got CC over here, and we have decided to go ahead and install a mini spool. Now for those of you who don't know what a mini spool is, basically all it is you remove the spider gears from your rear end and you insert this little piece in there. It locks the axles together, and well, that's pretty much it. It locks the axles together. It's a dirt cheap way to get both wheels spinning at the drag strip, or hopefully both wheels hooking at the drag strip. The downside is it is not very street friendly. I can't emphasize this enough, guys. I know there are people who drive spools on the street or welded diffs on the street. It's dangerous. It's hard on parts. I don't recommend it. You do what you want. We're just doing it to this car because the rear end in this car, I'm sure at some point is going to destroy itself, and I don't really want to put a bunch of money into it. I would rather save up and maybe put a 9-inch in it down the road after we do the turbos, the LS swap and the turbo build on it. So that's why I'm doing a mini spool. It's less than $50, and it'll get the job done for now until we up the power level. All right, guys, and this is what a mini spool looks like. There is really not a lot to it, but I will quickly, before we actually put it in, I will kind of show you how it works. Basically, you have this piece that goes on one side, this piece goes on the other side. The axles obviously slide into the ends there. Then you have these blocks that go in here to lock the two sides together. Uh-oh, that looks like it might bind a little bit. And we might have to grind on this just a hair right through here, but see if it fits this side. Yeah, it'll go in there. It's just going to be a really tight fit, which is actually good. But basically these blocks go in and hold these two pieces together so they can't spin. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Now, I paid, I think, $35 for this. Another option would be to weld your spider gears together. When you can get something like this for less than $50, I don't really see any reason to weld spider gears, unless you just want to. But anyway, I want to say again, guys, I do not recommend this for something you're going to be driving on the street all the time. It will trash your tires. Been there, done that. It also makes the car dangerous, especially in the rain, going around corners, because what's going to happen is your inside wheel and your outside wheel are now going to be locked together, wanting to turn at the same speed. So when you go around a corner, they're fighting each other for traction, and both of them end up breaking loose. The good thing about this is if you like to do skids and drift, that's awesome, because you don't have to have a lot of power when your tires are already fighting each other to kick the ass end around. Great for doing donuts. The bad thing is, like I said, it's kind of dangerous, guys. I just don't recommend driving it on the street. I know people who do, and they usually don't for long before they wise up and get a different setup, get an actual differential in there, a locker or something like that. My suggestion for a dual purpose car that's mainly strip would be a locker. You know, for a dual purpose car that's about the same street and strip or mainly street, I would do some kind of limited slip posi unit. But yeah, this is mainly just for the track, guys. And I will post a link to the eBay page where I bought this. One other important thing to remember, guys, I am doing this on a 3rd gen Camaro. There are a lot of reasons. I know a lot of you guys asked me why I kept saying specifically I wanted a 90 through 92. This is another one of the reasons, guys. In 1990, GM started using 28 spline axles in all the F-bodies instead of 26 spline axles. So the link that I link you to may be for a 28 spline axle. If you have an 82 through 89 F-body, it probably has 26 spline axles. So you can get the same thing for that. No big deal. It's just I want to make sure if you guys are doing this too that you order the right part. 90 through 92, 28 spline. 89 and back, 26 spline. Now you know. All right, so I'm not going to blab too much more. I did enough of that yesterday. So for now, what we need to do is get this car put up on jack stands and start tearing in. Sad to say, back when I was in high school, this is how probably 80% of the Camaros in the parking lot at school looked. All jacked up in the ass. So we got her up on jack stands and moving right along. Here's our rear end cover. So what we want to do at this point is we want to take all the bolts out, get us a drain pan, but we're going to leave the top 2 bolts in it. We're just going to loosen them. That's so we can drain all the oil out of here. What's up, Ray?
Hey, man.
Haha, got your Bad Luck Garage shirt on.
Yeah, she got her LS on her.
Ah, Margaret.
What's that?
Nothing, just laying here under this Camaro. All right, so we climbed under here and it took me about 5 seconds to realize I need to move the jack stands. So we moved the jack stands under the subframe up there. That way the rear end can droop down, give us a little more access to the rear cover here. So like I said, we're gonna take all these bolts completely out. We got a drain pan down here and we're just gonna leave this top bolt in, but take it loose. We'll just leave this little dirt dauber nest over here for good luck. Whoa. Leave that one partially in.
Well, that's the hardest one.
No, just trust me. Once you get all the bolts out except the top one, we just need to pry the cover off here. Let the oil out. After that oil's drained, then you can take that top bolt out and remove the cover. Make sure the car is in neutral, and what you want to do is just spin one of your wheels around till you get access to the bolt that's holding the center pin in. I went the wrong way, but it's this guy right here. So now what we're going to do is take this little bolt right here out and slide our center pin out. 5/16 or an 8mm both seem to fit. So did you get it?
Yeah.
There we go. Uncle Ray to the rescue.
All right, you want to take it all the way out?
Yes. It's the center pin out. Let me bring this back down. There we go. Yeah, you just move around the wheels there, and there we go. Center pin comes right out.
And it's got a place to put the bolt.
Right.
Whenever you do slide it in for this one.
We're gonna spin the wheels and just pull our spider gears out. Keep turning the wheel and it'll bring the next spider gear up. Hold on.
We got all that.
That's the spider gears. They're being stubborn. Might have to go the other direction. All right, guys, once you get to this point, we need to get these two gears out. And real simple, see the tire here, see my knee? I'm gonna bump the tire with my knee. That's gonna push the axle in and expose the C-clip. And you can see the C-clip just fell right out of that side. There's the C-clip. Ray, if you wanna bump that wheel in on that side, just hit it with your knee. Okay, we'll have to maybe do a little prying on this side. Yeah, this side's not wanting to give us full access. Once you pull those seat clips out, these gears just slide right off, and now we can start putting our mini spool in. Guys, just to show you, on the two halves here, I just had to take, there was a little burr on this one that was preventing the blocks from going in, so I just took a hand file and literally, what, Ray, about 30 seconds, and just deburred it right there, and it looks like everything's going to go together good now. So at this point, these are going to go in right where these came out. We're just going to set them in there, slide them on the axles. Okay, guys, the issue I have is with the new end piece in here. We can't get the C-clips back in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grind flats on both sides of the C-clips here so that we can slide them through the little recess here and into the axle. Okay, so all I had to do was grind a flat on both sides, and now these will slide right in through the little recesses here and into the axle. All right, now hopefully our C-clip, need to push in on the axle just a little. Keep going. Yeah, just thump it, and while I'm holding pressure on it, it might go in. There we go. We're good, we're good. Now it's seated in there. Okay, you do it then. Now we'll get the other side in. We locked?
Yep, yep.
Awesome. So now we just got to stick one block in. Does it go any other way?
No. Next prize. Hang on. Hang on.
Bad luck fucking garage. This stuff is not fitting together right. We're having to grind the blocks to get them to go in, and I don't know if it's just poor machining, because this was a $35 eBay part, but I think it's gonna go. Think it's gonna go? Yeah. But yeah, we're having to, like, the last one of these I did was actually it was made by Strange, and it, like, everything just slipped right together, but this one is just fighting us every step of the way. So yeah, it's probably just poor machining, but yeah, I'm just grinding on it, getting everything to fit, and hopefully we'll be good. Finally, you can see how shiny those blocks are. I had to grind the shit out of them. This is eBay parts versus, you know, like, you could buy this same setup for about $100 from Strange. I paid $35 for it on eBay, but I did have to do some grinding. So that's your options, guys. You know, you can buy the eBay unit like I did and have to grind on it a little bit, or a lot actually, or you can you know, pay 3 times as much and everything goes together a little easier. But You can see now when Ray turns that wheel over there, or I turn this wheel, you know, both wheels are turned at the same time. The axle is locked together. So yeah, there we go. Now we just need to put our cover back on and fill it back up with fluid. Cover is back on. We torqued these 13mm bolts to about 1 1/4 ugga-duggas. And in case you guys are wondering, usually instead of a gasket, I usually recommend using like black gasket maker on this. We didn't use anything. We just slapped it back together with the factory gasket. Like I said earlier in the video, don't really care about this rear end. I know it's going to explode at some point, so I'm not going to sink a whole lot of money into it. That's why I bought the El Cheapo eBay stuff. But anyway, now we need to fill the rear end back up with fluid. So if you look over here on the passenger side, you will find your fill plug here. It should just use a 3/8 socket head. There we go, and the plug is out right here. And I'm gonna slip this in the video. Zane, brother, I hear you calling, but I'm under the car working right now. So I'm gonna be calling you back later. Probably before you see this video, but I just thought it'd be funny to let you know that, yeah. Yeah, Tracy's up there and she's like, Zane's calling. I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of under the car. Damn it, Ray. Just hand me the sauce, Ray.
The juice.
Hand me the juice, damn it.
I like getting tossed out there.
Damn it, Ray. I'm making a t-shirt that says damn it, Ray. I'm going to put your face on the back of it, and it's just gonna say damn it, Ray. It's gonna have a big picture of Ray's face on the back of the shirt.
Hey babe, does he get our address here or the P.O. box?
Zane?
Yeah.
Just give him our address here. He should already have it.
He said he lost it.
All right, guys, so we got our ADW 90 gear oil here. Hopefully you can see that because I can't see the camera. They got the nipple on the end here, so you can put it in and just kind of squeeze the gear oil in. If you're not in a position where you can squeeze the gear oil in, then you may have to go get a pump. I may actually need a pump for this, but basically all you're doing here is you're going to squeeze gear oil in here until it just starts to drip out, and then it's full. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that, girls. Woo, them crystals getting to me. That's pretty much it for the spool install, but while we're under here, we're going to go ahead and cut off this exhaust. As you can see, the muffler's completely rotted out, and shit, we don't need exhaust on this car anyway, so we're probably going to cut it off all the way up there at the catalytic converter and drop all this muffler and everything back here and just run open pipe for now, because I don't really give a shit. All right, guys, so we cut the exhaust off right up here where the catalytic converter was. Let her breathe a little bit. You know, that 3.1 V6 needs to breathe. Oh yeah, she's running good now.
Best you ever run.
Oh, woo, it really smells like gas now.
Well, you know, it will run better now.
Yeah, well, that converter was stopped up. I know that. Yeah, you can see all the pieces we cut off here. There's the muffler. It was all rusted out in a bunch of spots, and catalytic converter. I'm about 99.9% sure it was stopped up. We got him sitting over here. But all right, guys, so that pretty much sums that up. Oh, you got your Bad Luck Garage shirt dirty, Ray.
I know, that's why I brought it.
All right, Ray. Well, the rear end is done. The car is obnoxiously freaking loud.
Noxious hell, I like it.
All right, well, I guess there's only one thing left to do.
Bring my truck.
Take it for a test drive. Piss off everybody in the neighborhood. Loud and proud and axles skipping.
What? I can't hear you. What?
Oh yeah, this is loud, right? Yeah, this is. You can feel the rear end. Yeah, it's kind of loud. That rear end's trying to pull going around the corner.
I felt it a little bit.
Oh my God, man.
Scaring me.
This is worse than a Honda. Yeah, you can feel that rear end. You go around a corner, it's like current.
Very well.
Yeah. Listen to the tires. God, that's gonna eat the tires up so bad. I don't know if you can hear that, guys, but that's why you don't run a spool on the street. Like it's destroying the freaking tires. I mean, like every time you go around a corner, the tires are just fighting each other for traction. This is the part where we hope the windshield wipers work. We already know the air conditioner don't, but maybe we can get some vent going. Windshield wipers. Hey, they work. Just not very well. We'll see if it'll do a donut. Might as well try while we got oil pressure. Yeah, camera's on. Well, no, I'm gonna try it right here. Gonna try it? That's all it's got. Go, CC, go. That's it. That's all it's got. Now I can't see it here. That was to the floor.
It started getting some power.
Yeah, it was getting in the power there. It does sound like a tractor. We got it to do a donut.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got the rear end done. We got the exhaust cut off. So really the only thing left for me to do before we take this thing to the drag strip and destroy it is hook up the nitrous system. So the next thing you see me do to this car will be do a quickie nitrous install. We'll probably just put the bottle in the passenger seat or something. I'm not going to spend a lot of time putting the nitrous on it because it's not going to be staying on it, but that'll definitely be the next video. So once again, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button. You can keep up with this project or some of the other projects. But for now,
Get out in the garage, get something done, and we'll see you next time on Bad Luck Garage.
that'll do.